Good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to show you the popliteal fossa and its contents. Okay. So before going to this, little bit orientation you have to know. So this part already they showed you. This is known as where you see the femoral triangle. So this is your front of the thigh. Understood? And this part is known as a knee joint. So when you turn this body behind, so behind you can see already this part, this is gluteal region. Then this part already seen, this is the back of the thigh where you already seen the hamstring group of the muscle, and just lower part of the hamstring or behind the knee joint you can see this is the popliteal fossa. So what is a popliteal fossa? So location understood. So popliteal fossa, this is a shallow depressed, it is a diamond shaped depressed area behind the knee joint is known as a popliteal fossa. So already I told this is a diamond shaped area, so it has a four-sided boundaries are there. So can you see? 1, okay, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So this part is known as a popliteal fossa. So what are the boundaries of the popliteal fossa? Before that you have to know which is the most medial and the lateral part. So when you see the go up to the leg or this foot, this is your great toe. Okay, so great toe is always around the medial side and this little toe on the lateral side. So when you see this, then you have clearly understood which is the medial side and which one is the lateral side. So this one, this part is a medial side, this part is your lateral side. Understood? Then we see the boundaries of the popliteal fossa. So around this it is what is how you define the popliteal fossa. So this is a shallow depressed diamond shaped area behind the knee joint between the, so these are the two bones. Okay, this is the thigh bone, this is known as a femur bone, and this is the leg bone, this is known as a tibia. Okay, one more bone on the lateral side known as the fibula. So why I consider these two bones? Because of this understood the location of the popliteal fossa. So boundaries or definition is over. Then is situated between the lower part of the femur bone and the upper part of the tibia bone. So like that, can you see? Here you can see this is a diamond shaped area known as a popliteal fossa. Okay. Then we see the boundaries. So this side is a medial side. How you know this medial? To look the great toe on the medial side and the little toe on the lateral side. Then diamond is a four-sided. So superomedially it is bounded by the two muscles. Can you see this muscle already seen in the hamstring group of the muscle has a long tendon, and this is known as a semitendinosus muscle. So superomedially it is formed by the first semitendinosus muscle has a long tendon, this is a tendon, and then posteromedially there is a more bulky muscle, and this is known as a semimembranosus muscle, it is bulky. Okay, so it is formed by the two muscle. One is this one long tendon semitendinosus muscle, just posteromedially this bulky muscle known as a semimembranosus muscle. So this is a superomedial boundary. Understood? Then we come to the superolateral. Superolaterally it is formed by this muscle, and this is your biceps femoris muscle. Okay, so superolaterally only one biceps femoris, and superomedially the two muscles, one have the long tendon known as a semitendinosus and one posteromedially is a semimembranosus. Then we come inferomedial and the inferolateral. Just below this tendon and this muscle, inferomedially it is formed by this muscle. Can you see this one? This one is known as a this is the medial head of the gastrocnemius muscle, inferomedially. Then we come to the inferolaterally. Inferolaterally it is formed by the two muscle. One is this muscle, can you see? This one is known as a lateral head of the gastrocnemius muscle. It is supplemented in the upper part by the one more muscle, and this is known as a plantaris muscle. Can you see this brown muscle? So muscles are always brown in color, so that's why you have to know the color code in the anatomy. So this inferolaterally, it is formed by the lateral head of the gastrocnemius, and this is supplemented by this another muscle in the upper part. Can you see this one is a long tendon? I will show you. So this is the long tendon in this, and this muscle what I am holding, this is your plantaris. So this one is the plantaris. So lateral head of the gastrocnemius plus plantaris, it is forming your inferolateral boundaries of the popliteal fossa. Okay. So clear, the diamond shaped area of your popliteal fossa boundaries is over. Then we come to the contents of the popliteal fossa. So contents, how to remember the nerves. So main content, can you see this nerve? This nerve is known as a, so nerve is always, you have to remember, it looks like color code, you have to color the yellow color, but because of this using the formaldehyde, because of this preserve the body for the longer time, so it looks like this whitish color. Okay, so you have to remember this thin little bit whitish yellowish, this is known as a nerve. So main content of the popliteal fossa when you come from the superficial to deep, so first content is your nerve, this is known as a tibial nerve. So hope you see in this is your gluteal region. So this thick nerve is a sciatic nerve. So when this sciatic nerve is come around this near the popliteal fossa, near the angle of the popliteal fossa, divided into the two. So this most medial, what I am holding is your tibial nerve, and laterally which is going to this lateral side, and this nerve is known as a common peroneal nerve. So first content superficial is this nerve is a tibial nerve. Then deep to this tibial nerve, can you see this little bit vein? It is seen when you touch the vein, it is little bit collapsed wall is there, and very thin wall is there, and little bit it is bluish in color. So that's why it is known as a vein. So this is seen in the popliteal fossa, so name is given popliteal vein. So what is the first content? Superficial to deep, this is a tibial nerve. Next to this is the deep is this vein, popliteal vein, and next very deeper when you see there is one artery is seen, and when you feel it, it is very thick. Okay, and it has so many branches are there. So this is known as a popliteal artery. Okay, popliteal artery and its branches. So what are the contents? Again I am repeating. First content is a tibial nerve and its branches. These are the branches. Okay, these given supply to the muscle, so that's why it is known as a muscular branches. Another content is this vein is a popliteal vein along with its tributaries. Okay, then this is the deeper content is the artery known as a popliteal artery and its branches. Okay, another content, so these three superficial to deep is the main content. Another content is a lateral side, one nerve is going towards this muscle. This muscle is a biceps femoris, so this nerve is known as a common peroneal nerve and its branches. Another content, so is some lymph nodes are also present in this region known as a popliteal group of the lymph nodes. Okay, so these are the contents you have to remember. One more cutaneous nerve is there, so already cut. So how to approach? So this is the boundaries and the contents. Then we see the roof and the floor. So how you approach the roof? So this is your skin. Okay, a skin already removed. So after removing the skin, you can see the superficial fascia. It's identify the yellow color fat is there, so already we removed. Then we remove the deep fascia. So deep fascia is always along with the arteries. Okay, arteries and the veins, and always it is attached to this. Can you see this is whitish glistening fascia attached to the muscle. So this is your fascia, this is your deep fascia. So before first is a skin, then superficial fascia along with the cutaneous nerve. Then when you cut, then you got the deep fascia along with this arteries and veins. then you cut the deep fascia, then you see this diamond shaped area behind the knee joint, and this is your popliteal fossa. Understood? So roof of this popliteal fossa is formed by the deep fascia known as a popliteal fascia. Then after another and cutaneous nerves are also formed. Okay, so just remember now the roof is formed by the popliteal fascia. Then we come to the floor. For looking the floor, you have to go little bit deep. Okay, so just come deep. So when you come, when remove this artery and all this thing, so I am just retract the artery. So this part is your floor. Okay, floor of the popliteal fossa where you touch the bone. So which part of the bone? So this is the lower part of the femur bone. Femur bone is the largest bone, or the thigh bone is there. So lower part. So this surface what you see there, what I am colored here, this is known as a popliteal surface of the femur. So the floor is formed above downwards. First is this, where my forceps is there, you can feel it. This is the popliteal surface of femur. Second, this is your, what I am drawing here, this is yellow color, this is a capsule of your knee joint. So above downwards is a popliteal surface of femur, this one. Then capsule of the knee joint you have to feel, and then along with this, can you see this muscle? This is a semimembranosus muscle. So expansion of the semimembranosus muscle, it forms one ligament medial side, and this is known as a oblique popliteal ligament. Okay, so above downwards floor is formed by popliteal surface of the femur, then capsule of the knee joint, and this green color one ligament is there. This is the expansion of the semimembranosus, and this is known as a oblique popliteal ligament. Then last, forming the floor. So when you retract the medial head of the gastrocnemius, can you see very close when you come here? This is the popliteus muscle. So this is the glistening fascia. Can you see? This is known as a popliteal fascia covering the popliteus muscle. So these are all forming your floor of the popliteus or the popliteal fossa. Can you see? This is a popliteus. So retract the medial head of the gastrocnemius. Underneath, just see, this is a popliteus muscle covered by this glistening or the deep fascia, and this is your popliteal fascia covering the popliteus muscle. So these things you have to remember in the popliteal fossa. First is this boundaries, then contents superficial to deep, and then roof, and then floor. Okay, so these things keep in mind. Then one more thing I just show you because it is seen there. What I am holding, this is your popliteal vein. Can you see this one cutaneous, one vein is going there, and this is cutaneous vein along with the superficial fascia is a small or the short saphenous vein is there. Okay, so these things you have to remember. Okay.